Okay, here we have another problem. This one is actually very, very interesting because we have y equals 2y. Well, now here's something I really want to just stress everybody. When you see a problem, don't try to overthink it. Don't try to figure it out before you start working it out. In the problems that we've worked so far, when we have variable on both sides, we have to get that together because we need just a y instead of y's on both sides. Okay, so don't think about how that's going to mess this problem up. Don't think about, oh my goodness, this is going to be so different. Just do what we've been doing and let the answer reveal itself to you. Okay, so I said whenever we move, when we have to move, our y's to be together, we want to make sure and move the smaller one. So this is an understood 1. So that means that this one is smaller. So we're going to move it to the other side. Now, just like we've done with everything else, we're going to do that by doing the opposite. So the opposite of a positive y is a negative y. So we're going to do that to both sides. Now, over here on the left-hand side of the equals sign, we have y minus y, which is 0. And on the right-hand side, we have 2y minus 1y, which is 1y. So our solution reveals itself to us as being y equals 0. Let's check it just to make sure that we're correct. If I plug a 0 in place of y, that would be 0 equals 2 times 0, which means 0 equals, well, 2 times 0 is 0. So that is a true statement. It does work. All right, here we have another one. This one is, again, they're getting more and more interesting as we go. So this one says 2x plus 6 plus 2x minus 3x equals 2 plus 1. Okay, I see a bunch of x's over here that we can combine these like terms, just like we worked on in previous lessons. So you could do this one step at a time. We could put together, first of all, these two x's. 2x plus 2x would be 4x plus 6 minus 3x equals 2 plus 1. You can literally do one step at a time. Now, if you could put all of those x's together at the same time, that's okay also. I'm just going to take a little secondary step just to make sure everybody sees where this is coming from. So now I can put together my 4x and my negative 3x, which would be 4 minus 3 is 1, so that would be x plus 6 equals, now I can go ahead and put these two together also because they're just numbers. 2 plus 1 would be 3. Okay, now we have an equation, a little simpler looking equation that we can solve. Remember, we're wanting to get x alone, so instead of adding 6 to it, we're going to do the opposite, which would be to subtract 6. Now on the left-hand side of the equals, we have x, and on the right-hand side, we have negative 3. So again, we could check this just to make sure that it does work. We have to put in negative 3 every time we see a x value. So 2 times x, replace that with negative 3, plus 6, plus 2 times x, we'll replace it with negative 3, minus 3 times x, we'll replace it with negative 3, equals 2 plus 1. So 2 times negative 3 would be negative 6 plus 6. 2 times negative 3 would be negative 6. Negative 3 times negative 3 would be positive 9 equals 2 plus 1. Okay, so minus 6 plus 6, that's 0. So then we have minus 6 plus 9, which would be 3, equals 2 plus 1 is 3. So that checks. It does work.